Did you pull the Coach T?
That's all we can do.
Coach T said,
I said my piece about
hey.
what I think should happen right now.
Uh-huh.
It's not happening, and okay, it might work out. I said there is the glimmer of hope. There is the small chance, even though at the time, and still even at the time, it feels like there's no hope. There, objectively, in my opinion, I guess it could be subjectively too, because it is my opinion, but there is the glimmer of hope that Fields could be the guy. I mean, this is all hinging on Fields, in my opinion.
All right. Respect on that.
I hope we give him a chance.
Nah. Well, and I will say this, man. Coach T didn't close the door on any of these guys at the quarterback position. He did also say that they got to evaluate a couple of things with that. Number one, how they feel about the guys they currently have. Number two, what does the field look like, whether they're talking free agency or draft. So it is at least good to know that they're taking this thing even more serious this year. I mean, we know they took it serious last year. In the past couple of years, they've been, doing certain things, bringing in different personnel to, change up that room. And we already even know, was it last night I think it was last night, they signed Skylar Thompson. So when I think of Kyle Allen a year ago, who was also on a 1-year deal, Skylar Thompson coming in, it's like, man, all right, we feel like we at least have somebody that's going to be able to compete for that third or fourth spot, or at least push somebody, whether you're talking rookie, because this is a dude that has started some games in the league. I mean, he started a playoff game. I remember the Bills one, was that 2 years ago? It was 34-31. Skylar Thompson, he made plays out there. He wasn't great. He wasn't the most consistent, but he was competent enough. And if we're talking about, your third or potential fourth dude, from an off-season standpoint, I don't think it's a negative that, it is a Skylar Thompson type of dude. But as a whole, we know, man, we're going to have to do certain things to make sure this quarterback room is better than it was last year, whether that is the players that we currently had in terms of Fields and Russ, those guys improving and playing better, start to finish, or it's, somebody else that we're going to get from outside. Whether you got to go through free agency, whether we have to make a trade for it, or whether it is in the draft. But I do like at least what I heard to start the day off from Coach T about, he's looking at all the different ways that we can bring in a guy.
Or even changing his approach and how he handles the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's something that was brought up pretty consistently throughout his press conference. He was like, you see what's been happening over these last however many years. The results are the results. It hasn't been good enough. So we're going to have to recalculate and look ourselves in the mirror even further.
Yeah. He was like, it ain't enough. Like, we've done that, but we got to do more of it, which is good to hear. Like, if he come up here, he's like, oh, I've already done that. It's like, nah, we don't want that energy that you need. Like, I want to hear a guy that is actively seeking solutions, actively trying to figure out how do we improve upon our situation. Is regular season success cool? Yes. Do we love it? Yes. But does that minimize what we all cherish the most, which is a Super Bowl championship? Absolutely not. We know that's always the main priority. And I do feel like, at least messaging wise, it does still feel like that's consistent. It doesn't feel like he was trying to minimize it. It wasn't even trying to be optimistic about it. He was just telling the truth. It's like, all right. But actions are one thing. And you know how that goes, man. We can say it, but until we actually see the results change, I don't know how much how much hope or belief we're gonna put into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of that's where I'm at. But hey, I'm not that stupid to say like it's literally impossible for us to start turning things around with Tom. It just looks very, very bleak right now.
Yeah.
And I think the light or the hope, at least in my opinion, is Fields turns into the guy, because you need the quarterback. We got to stop beating around the bush, and we've been trying. Like we have been trying a little bit ever since Ben, with the Kenny thing and with Russ and Fields. But again, we're just getting the same results, and that's the frustrating part. Doesn't seem like we're heading in the right direction here.
Yeah, but like I said, hopefully that will be changing very, very soon.